Hey, well, I back. Hey, everybody, and welcome to this year's second annual HalloWeird special. And it's a bit of a bumpy one, to say the least. We've had quite a bit of fun, interesting, and weird content across social media all month long. But you're here for the meat and potatoes of it. You're here for some of that melty, gooey pineapple on some cheese. You're here to kick a can into the atmosphere and see just how far it will go into the moon. We don't know what's going to happen. Everything is weird. That's the whole point of HalloWeird. Now, HalloWeird is a little different this year because, well, unfortunately, we've had to reschedule a lot of segments, cancel a lot of segments. Multiple friends can't properly communicate with me and do this thing called planning. It's a bit annoying. So this year's second annual HalloWeird special is going to be a little shorter. But trust me when I say, we still got jam-packed content for you during this special. And lucky for me, I have a few friends that were still able to join in on the weird fun, to say the least. Joining me for this special opening segment is my good buddy, Mr. Ironhide154.
Hello guys, what's up? I'm Ironhide154. How's it going?
And he actually wanted to do a special HalloWeird segment that he came up with. So, you guys know I love Mountain Dew. You guys know that he loves Mountain Dew and G Fuel and all sorts of other products. So, what we have today is kicking things off is a taste test of sorts. I have with me the Mountain Dew VooDEW 4 in zero sugar. So, and trust me when I say, this thing is packing a punch. He happens to have the Mountain Dew VooDEW
sugary one.
The super sugary one. Now, the reason why this is packing a punch is because, Iron, if you will, for me, grab the can.
Yes.
And I want you to read the label with the caffeine content. How much is in one can? You can find it.
Yes, I fucking find it too. So I know the calories is 160 calories.
Calories are not the issue. We're looking specifically for caffeine content.
Alrighty.
I'm going to tell you guys this thing packs a punch. It packs a punch.
I'm looking for...
It's a little small text, usually on the bottom of your can. Not the very bottom, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. There we go. Maybe I say the word caffeine, but that's just ingredients to it. Oh god, what in the hell is the caffeine content? I saw it yesterday. I know I saw it yesterday.
Well,
bear with me, guys.
While he's searching for that.
Here it is. Here it is. Alright, caffeine content contains 54 milligrams, 12 ounce.
Okay. Yet mine, with zero sugar, by the way, is the exact opposite. One single bottle has 113 milligrams of caffeine. So this thing packs a punch. So, with that in mind, I've actually done previous videos and segments all about Mountain Dew VooDEW. In fact, you can even go check out the first annual HalloWeird special that's still on YouTube. And you can even go check out the special video dedicated to Mountain Dew VooDEW that I did last year. All about my love of the different flavors. But with that in mind, Iron, let's give the people what they want.
Right. Let's crack it. Open up a Mountain Dew. I want to do a little ASMR here. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to try the sugary version. I'm going to try the zero sugar version. And we're going to guess what the flavor is. Mountain Dew
Dew
VooDEW
VooDEW.
4.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Hmm.
Thoughts?
Well, it kind of reminds me of. Man, I'm maybe tasting the Mountain Dew, maybe Code Red, maybe. It's like a mixture of Code Red and something else. I'm tasting.
Code Red and something else.
Let's shut my tongue home. I'm definitely tasting a little bit of Code Red.
So cherry.
I'm tasting that.
Because Code Red is mostly a cherry flavor.
Tidbit, yeah. Maybe a sweeter cherry? Yeah. I'm thinking maybe. That's my guess is Mountain Dew Code Red, but a sweeter Code Red.
Would you say like a tart cherry or like a black cherry?
Something like that. A tart cherry.
Okay. See, I got something a little bit weirder because every year it's always
Mhm.
something candy related, right?
Mhm.
So I remember the first couple years it was like Skittles and like, like caramel apple and like something like that. I'm getting a bit of like a sweet tart type of taste.
See that I was tasting too. A sweet tart.
Like, well, you said cherry because
Well,
of Code
yeah,
Red.
but it's a tart. Sweet, a sweeter tart.
Okay. Like, do you remember like the little candy necklaces you used to get as a kid?
Yeah.
And like, you know how like they were like the powder and stuff on them?
Oh yeah, I remember those things.
Yeah, it's like that. So it's like a sweet tart, like those little discs you could eat and just go, something like that.
Right.
So that's at least what I think. I could be wrong on that, but you never know.
It's still a mystery.
Yeah. Now, I will say this year's flavor is a bit more muted compared to the other flavors in the past. But I also know that this year's flavor is the first time they've done a zero sugar variant.
Yes, that is very true.
So,
Because the last couple of years they didn't do a sugar version of it. So
yeah, past couple of years they've always done it just sugar, but this year they actually did a zero sugar. It's not bad. So,
no, it's not bad at all. It's very good actually. So
now if you guys want to actually try all of the past couple years flavors, you can even do so. Get it? Do
honestly,
so? Huh?
ha 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 ha
So,
ha ha.
head on over to either walmart.com or you can head on over even to the Dew store
Yep.
and you can do the flavors of VooDEW Past. It costs roughly about 20 bucks,
Not
but
bad.
you get a couple tall boy cans of all three previous flavors from the past 3 years if you want to experience it yourself.
Oh, should find
So,
something for next year's Halloween and do that.
yeah,
Right.
or even save it for next year's Halloween so you can do 5 flavors in a row and just go nuts. So, just be all cooked up on mystery flavors. So, but with that in mind, guys, don't go too far because we still got plenty more weird content
Weird content.
for HalloWeird 3 in the annual special. And thank you, Mr. Ironhide, for
Yes.
coming up with a fun little sketch idea that we could
Yeah,
do to
you're
kick off the
welcome.
special.
Yeah, right. So you know what? It's Halloween. It's Halloween month. Voodoo and all that good stuff. So I was like, no, let's go ahead and do a voodoo taste test.
It's time to get
That's fun.
weird and spooky.
Yes, definitely weird and spooky.
We'll be back with more of the special with more sketches here in a moment.
If the chocolate starfish is a butthole, what the hell is the hot dog flavored water?
There's a lot of people here. There's one car parked over there. Anything in the car? Nope, can't even interact with it. Damn. That sucks. I agree, man. Final Destination still gives me the heebie-jeebies. It really, really does. It's, again, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's a great franchise. Also, Kawaii, thank you for gifting 2 more subs to the channel. Hell yeah. Thank you to a sub to No Dad and Within a Shadow. You are amazing. And Skull Knight, thank you. Oh no, and Shadow, thank you for gifting a sub to Skull Knight. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. Holy shit, I've never had a hype train before. So, thank you guys for the hype train. Smells like holy crap.
All right.
Oh, smells like death. We're staying sharp. All right, we're going in. Let's see what the fuck's gonna happen.
We're gonna check it out. Don't let anyone else through.
Yeah, I've never had a hype train on my channel before.
We don't know what's happening here. You're a backup.
Yeah, she's back up for a reason. I'd rather have a group of 3 go into... Oh, we're in a mental hospital. Never mind. Okay, this is going to get fucked real quick.
Did you hear something?
Yeah, my footsteps. Sorry, that was the enchilada I had coming back to Taco Bell.
Someone alive in here.
Oh, goody. Come on. But thank you for the hype train. I've never had one, guys. Holy shit. So, you guys are awesome.
Are you injured?
Thank you.
What happened here?
Can't be real. Impossible. Ruvik is...
Oh.
I've got him.
Ooh.
Security cameras might tell us something.
I would hope. Let's go check the security cameras. Also, thank you, Kwai, again, for gifting another sub to, if I'm saying the name right, T.H. the Heinzes. T.H. the Heinzes, if I'm saying it right. But yeah, thank you for the hype train and the subs. Hell yeah. Okay, so here's what we're seeing. All right. Okay, police officers. Yes. 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 Okay, see, Dante snuck into the mental hospital. Oh, nope, that's not... Something out of Dishonored came out instead. Actually, that wouldn't make sense, Bethesda. Oh, by the way, Stab. Well, sorry, guys, game's over. I guess you just died. If Davy Jones has a locker he keeps his stuff in, then this implies he must have a gym membership, and therefore he would have at least been somewhat fit in the afterlife, right? Hello again! It's me. Are you enjoying the special so far? I hope so. We chocked it full of weird goodies and fun little friends and good times just for you. Oh, yes. Now, believe it or not, this year's HalloWeird was a little different, too. We didn't do just content on YouTube. Or no. We did content across Facebook, Twitter, some on Discord, and even the unholy of websites, TikTok! That's right, TikTok. So, with that in mind, on to the next taste test. They say that you can still hear the souls of the damned screaming in agonizing pain, even among our moral realm. Moral realm? Our earthly immortal realm to this day. There's no real way to possibly condense that into terrifying and chilling flavors. But PepsiCo and Frito-Lay managed to do so. We have with us a bag of Doritos Screamin Sriracha. Now, I'm going to be honest. I understand that they went with the Halloween look of it. I get that it's a spooky limited time flavor. I'm cool with that. I'm surprised because even just like about 12 chips per serving size is only about 15 carbs. The sodium is not that bad either, but I'm curious, what gives it that flavor? Does it really taste like sriracha? We're going to find out live right now. These are the Doritos Screamin Sriracha. Now let's see if they make you scream, shall we? Also, the chip looks pretty bright orange, like more orange than their normal chips. So, here we go. Oh! Hi! Hello. That's a very pleasant heat. That builds up really quickly and just shows up. I like that. I actually like that. That's pretty good. Because typically, people you gotta understand, sriracha flavored stuff isn't usually typically like always super spicy. Sriracha can be spicy, but it's one of those weird like sauces and spices that can kind of like teeter between mild and hot. This is nice. This is nice. Let's see. Okay, let me look. I like to read the ingredients because I'm a weirdo like that. Okay, so there is garlic powder, dried red bell pepper, onion powder, and some paprika. Okay. So what I'm tasting is the dried red bell pepper and paprika. But I'm not tasting anything that represents sriracha. Or I guess unless it's everything else combined. You know, like the corn, vegetable oil, spices. Oh, it just says spices, quote unquote, right? Like on the back. So, but yeah, let me give it another go. Yeah. Surprisingly, these are pretty good. I actually like these. You know what? Nice part is, I mean, I can slowly work on this. Very slowly. But slowly, I could actually enjoy this. I just gotta be careful of how much I eat because the amount of salt, you know, and carbs. There's not a lot of sugar, which is nice. So, good job, Doritos. Honestly, I was expecting a lot more heat and a lot more death. But this did make me a funny haha scream. So I kind of have to dock a point for that. You said these were on the label, Screaming Sriracha. I didn't scream. But you never know. When it comes to heat, sometimes it's best to stay out the kitchen. You've got more spooks and weird stories to come. Don't go too far. Ah!
sorry, the demon you're summoning is unavailable. Your ritual is important to us. Please hold while we connect you to the next available Servant of Darkness.
Yeah, and then my butt gets if they're slashed out. If blood is thicker than water, then doesn't that legally qualify it as a jam? And if so, I wonder what kind of toast it would go really good on, though.
Okay, now I'm back. All right.
Welcome back.
What was the
Welcome.
password again?
Orange. Like the fruit, not like the color.
Good morning. Hello. So, this is a stolen memory from a very close friend of mine. I've known this man for 12 years.
Well, before you start, who are you, good sir?
Yes, my name is Skyler, and I am a native of Phoenix, Arizona.
And you are the roommate of my friend Jonah, correct?
That is correct. That is correct. We have been friends for some time. However, we have been roommates for less time.
Well, now it's time for you guys to create roommate misadventures and wacky memories and shenanigans, much like the one that you're about to tell the internet.
That is correct. So, I have known this person. This is not my memory. This is not my firsthand account. This is a repeat of what I've been told multiple times throughout the years. And so the subjects of this story are currently parents to a 4-year-old.
Oh,
and
Lord.
They're responsible tax-paying adults. However, I've known this man since 2010, and we were both 13 going on 14 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this man and his girlfriend at the time, who's currently mothering his child as we speak, they are 13 and 16 respectively. And what they decided to do, because they are exploring themselves sexually at this time, William, the person A in this story, decides to inside of a bowl of macaroni and cheese.
Oh.
And Arian, subject B of this story, decides that it would be a good idea, possibly an arousing idea, to ingest said mac and cheese with a spoon.
That's a very special type of Alfredo sauce.
That is a very special type of Alfredo sauce, unseasoned, you might say.
Yeah.
And now, unfortunately,
well, no, there's salt.
Macaroni and cheese is such an economically sound meal that's readily accessible through most retailers. We are constantly surrounded by mac and cheese, and so the reminder of this event must be stated by them nearly every single time mac and cheese is within their line of sight. And so I know the unfortunate details of this story very well. And basically, because he was 13, he was furiously at all times. And so he gave himself a break period of so that he can have an excess buildup of or said mac and cheese. So in theory, although I did not see this, more than likely that mac and cheese was quite submerged. It was gooey.
And it wasn't unseasoned. There's still salt. There's still protein.
Right. So it may have been excessively flavored.
You know, there are people with food fetishes out there. I'm just saying, you add some breadcrumbs, a little bit of parsley, bake that in the oven. Someone would probably enjoy it. Someone would probably enjoy it.
Absolutely. You know what? It could go undetected in most corners of the world. And if I were given suspiciously salty mac and cheese, I would just think that it's the person's first day in the kitchen.
And it turns out, this is a very familiar flavor.
It's a very familiar flavor, indeed. Absolutely, you know? Like,
Well.
I don't know why. This is giving me 2009 flashbacks. I can't quite
put my
finger in it.
finger on this.
Right.
Maybe
but
someone's
it's
put their
quite
finger in it
delightful.
already.
Yeah, there's already a finger involved.
Yep. Lord. Well, thank you so much for the rather erotic tale. So,
Absolutely.
I don't think
Absolutely,
I
that's
would
what I'm
wind
here
up
for.
using this in a crash box because it would need to be heavily censored because of YouTube, but yes.
Well, you know,
It will still
give
be
me
a
36
video.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give me 36 hours, I'll take some artistic liberties with this story, rewrite it, and have that submitted for you.
If you
No
want
censorship involved.
if you want to do that, I'm not going to be mad. That would be funny.
Okay, it's in the vault.
It's
We're
in the
getting the
vault.
ball rolling on that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Anytime you need some related macaroni stories, you know who to call.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Mac Busters, actually.
Wait. You could say instead of mac and cheese, it was mac and skeet.
I love that. That was hella good. Mac and Skeet.
Skeet
I'm gonna text that to them right now. Skeet motherfuckers. I love that. Well, thank you so much for your time. I shall now return to the device.
And the work.
And the work.
Bye.
Bye.
If the fruit is called a kumquat, but there's no cum, there's just a boring, lessly seasoned quat. At least, that's what I would think it is. Well, Burger King came back with revenge. Last year they did ghost pepper chicken nuggies. Now this time they have a ghost pepper Whopper. Let's see how delicious it is, or if it's a flop, shall we? Well, hi everybody, and welcome to another segment of this HalloWeird special. We're here at Burger King, and we are going to try the famous, well, okay, semi-famous, but still famous, Ghost Pepper Whopper. So, it's supposed to be haunted, it's supposed to be spicy, it's supposed to taste good. So, now I did modify it slightly. Because of my health, I got it without the bacon, because I really don't need the bacon, to be honest. And I got it on an Impossible patty instead of a regular patty. So, because the Impossible patties are a little bit easier for me to digest, a little bit easier for me to eat. So, less cholesterol, less, stuff on it. But it's still got the crispy jalapenos, the ghost pepper sauce, all that. I'm going to take a bite basically with the bun and then without the bun, just to kind of see like the difference. So, but I've got it right here. We're going to check it out. So, okay. Already, presentation, pretty cool. Not going to lie. They weren't kidding when they did an orange spooky patty with sesame seeds. Black sesame seeds to be exact. So that's cool. So, and they were nice enough to do it on just a single Impossible patty for me, which is nice. Let's take a look inside it real quick. So they've got that, ooh, there we go. So they've got that ghost pepper cheese on there, and they've got those crispy jalapenos. So, and honestly, something like this would probably go better with like hot sauce and stuff like that. I understand there's enough heat from the cheese and from the jalapenos, but for me, I'm a spicy boy. I like something that's going to kick my ass. And I'm going to be honest, if you guys may have seen last time, I tried the ghost pepper chicken nuggets that they had last year here at Burger King. That's a whole separate video that you guys can watch on YouTube as well too. They were just okay, to be honest. They didn't really pack a lot of heat. So I'm hoping this packs some heat. So with that in mind, we're going to take one small bite with the bun, and then the rest of it we're going to eat basically without. So, and if you hear background noise, people are watching a game and stuff like that. So, with that in mind, show off the patty too. actually looks pretty good. Not going to lie. So, alright. Let's get in there. Let's mush that. Let's take a bite. Normally I don't eat a lot of bread, by the way, so that's why I'm only taking a small bite. But here we go. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm a little impressed. This actually right away, from just the cheese alone, packs some heat. Now there's also the heat coming from the patty itself, obviously, since it's just made, just got made. But the crispy jalapenos add a little bit of that extra push to what it needs, to where it's definitely got a kick. But it's not an unpleasant kick. It is a very kind of think of it like, you ever stepped into a warm sauna? It's like that kind of heat. It's it's hot, but you get kind of used to it a little bit after you let it sit for a minute. But it's a pleasant heat. And the cheese sauce is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. So the bun is super decorative again, but again, I can't eat a lot of bread. So, and trust me, there's plenty of cheese sauce and goodies on the burger. I've still got the jalapenos, so I'm actually gonna scrape that off a little bit. There you go. So, but the cheese sauce, that's actually good cheese sauce, not gonna lie. So, again, I was worried that it wasn't gonna have a lot of heat, but it's pretty good. So, now again, I'm not going to eat all this bread, so putting that to the side. And I'm going to, again, same thing with the bread, just going to put that to the side. So, but we're going to take a bite of just now the burger itself, really get into the cheese, the jalapenos, and the sauce and the meat, and see if that's where a lot of that flavor is coming from, or if the bun really is making a difference. So, let's find out. There you go. Alright. And again, impossible patty. So, thank you Burger King for being one of the very few fast food places that actually makes it so I can eat there a little easier. So, with that in mind, yeah. Okay. Like I said, that packs some heat. It's got good flavor. It's not overly spicy. They learned their lesson from the ghost pepper nuggies because those things were just not hot at all. Period. This, however, was pretty good. So, and I can definitely feel the heat going down the back of my throat and on my tongue. So it's there. But the more you talk it out, the more you interact, the more you kind of, focus a bit, the more the heat kind of quickly dilutes a bit too. So that's the nice thing. It just kind of rises up for a minute in that initial bite and then slowly kind of goes down. So, but that's nice. That's a very pleasant heat. So now I may not finish this, to be honest, because I'm trying not to break my diet too much, but you know what? This was pretty good. So, yeah, I might take this home. I might snack on it at some point or whatever. Maybe even take this Impossible Patty eat some veggies with it, do something with it. But overall, for the couple bites that I took, pretty decent. So I'm not gonna give it like a rating. That's not what I do. Whenever I do these taste tests, I just tell you like it is. I'm not one of those 5-star 10 out of 10 food review. That's not me. So, but yeah. Other than that, if you guys do want to check out my thoughts on the ghost pepper chicken nuggets from last year, that's on YouTube as well too. So, but with that in mind, have it your way, even if it's a little bit of heat. So that about does it for me on this segment for the for this. So I tried it. It's good. It's got some heat. So although I will say one thing real quick, I kind of wish that they went one step beyond and went with crispy habaneros. That would be cool, instead of just jalapenos. I understand a lot of fast food places when they do these, you know, spicy, gimmicky, like, foods. They're afraid to go too spicy, otherwise no one will buy it, but come on. Give a little love to the heat heads. You know, just saying. So, that's it, guys. Bye. Not that ghostly, to be honest. You know, I expect a store that the humans call Spirit Halloween to have actual spirits I can purchase, and somehow I feel a little misled and feel like it's false advertising slightly. I mean, disappointed, really, more than anything, to be honest. You know, I wasn't the only one that was dealing with some strange and paranormally weird, haunting and spooky things this HalloWeird. Yeah, you really weren't the only one. It was a little weird. It was. We had quite a few things happen to some of our friends. Yeah, it was a bit bizarre. So first things first, I guess something happened to Ironhide. Yeah, so apparently there is this entity that he came in contact with called the Unknown, and he had this like weird demonic voice, and he wanted to try and take over the entire multiverse in the galaxy by collecting cosmic stardust. Yeah, it was like a red and orange stardust type of thing. Yeah, it was weird, like red and blue, red and orange. But basically, he showed up for a little bit, threatened to take us out, along with me and some friends. Me and some friends went into a new training simulator that our buddy Paul happened to have access to a world of. And we devoured some interesting information and notes, to say the least. And we went to basically do some training to try and get the jump on the guy. But from what the reports basically said, he basically was just talking, you know, smack and cashing blank checks that he couldn't cash. Pretty much. So, yeah, nothing bad happened to Team Abnormality's crew for the most part. Well, one thing did kind of happen to someone. Oh, what happened? Well, we don't have much clips of the thing that happened with the unknown entity that Iron was dealing with, because we don't even know much of the guy. He just basically came by, gave empty threats, and then, you know, fucked off. Yeah, pretty much. Well, what happened to HeartAzac? Oh, did you not hear about what happened in his timeline? No. He became a Heartless. He became a Heartless? Yeah. He became a Heartless, and, well, TLDR, you know how, oh boy, this is hard to explain in a special. You know how you and I kind of share a vessel? Yeah, we'd share a vessel, yes. A physical vessel. Well, the same thing kind of happened to Zach now. Huh. You might want to just watch this clip real quick explaining it.
Since I've been here. Not bode well for me. Last time I was here, I ended with my ass kicked. God, I'm a bitch. I mean, it wasn't her fault, but still. Fuck. Could have been a little bit easier on me. Come on. Where is he? I swear he was here not too long. Oh. Hello there. What brings you here? One of the quiet ones, are you? Huh. Met my fair share of a few. I think Darren turned out to be decent, maybe? I don't know. Anywho, I'm looking for someone. Have you possibly seen them? No? Maybe? You know, every time I come here, it always just spells bad news. Well, this time doesn't seem to be that bad, I think. I may have spoken too soon. Well, I think I should probably, maybe... crap! Oh, no! This hurts worse. This hurts a lot. How come this was easy for Sora? I think I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. Pull myself out of this. It should be. Crap. What the fuck happened to my glasses? Aw, man. I'm all heartless now. Fuck! Well, it's spooky season, guys. It looks like I'm a heartless now. This is going to be fun. Love how my eyes are yellow, but the thing that they do not show. Okay. Well, as you guys see now, I'm a heartless.
So wait. So our buddy HeartAzac is now part Heartless? Yep. And his name is Novak. Huh. Is that something we should be concerned about at some point? I've been watching some of his transmissions on the side for a while over on, twitch.tv/HeartAzac2556. And so far, it seems like the two of them have things in agreements with each other, but not contained. He seems to be a bit more chaotically prone and violent, and craves, the bloodlust, you know. But, like, other than that, he seems pretty just to himself. Would you say, like, he keeps to himself in terms of, like, punk, emo, like dark, or just dark, but, like, we haven't seen the full power yet of Novak's abilities. Novak has just literally been manifested into his timeline. So, I guess we would have to wait and see until Zack and Novak decide to travel outside of their universe and outside of their multiverse and into ours, potentially. Well, keep in mind, canonically speaking, Zack is really the only one of the Team Abnormalities crew, other than you and I, that have traveled the multiverse, like, canonically. Everybody else is in their own respective timelines. Yeah, that's true, but I'm concerned. Especially because, well, you being an investigator, me being an officer, you know. Yeah, yeah, I get it. It's concerning. So, we'll keep an eye out if anything else happens, but yeah. Plus, you and I had our own separate missions too as well. Oh yeah, that's right. I went to go investigate a messed up mental asylum that went horribly wrong uh in the Evil Within universe. And I, unfortunately, had to go to a haunted, spooky mansion full of demon dogs and zombies and just booby traps and death in the RE verse. I do not ever want to go to the RE verse. I don't. I've heard terrible things about that place. I know, but job's a job. And until you and I, can find a new multiverse for us to, get a pit stop at, get upgrades, and, call home, we're just floating adrift taking jobs. It's the best thing we can do right now. No, I know. At least we're working, which is good. Yeah. Plus, you have a job both in the multiverse, in my dimension, as well as a job in your physical dimension. So, I mean, all is fair in love and war. That's true. Still, we need to keep an eye out on Ironhide's corner of the universe as well as HeartAzac now. Yeah, and then they need to keep an eye on us too. So, I told you, hon, the multiverse would be expanding, getting bigger and bigger. Oh, I know. I know. They say getting lost in the sauce as a term of endearment in this timeline, but yet, this takes on another meaning in other universes and planets with a commute solely sauce-based, and would assumably be too thick and difficult to navigate during traffic. At least that's what I think. This HalloWeird special, we've covered quite a lot and talked about quite a lot, but you can't talk about Halloween and all the weirdness in the multiverse without talking about candy. And I like a decent amount of candy. One of my favorite things has always been Milky Way. I love Milky Way bars, especially the midnight ones. Oh, that dark chocolate. Unfortunately, due to health changes, I can't really eat that much candy and chocolate. But the one bit of candy that I just never really liked, and I always kind of like hated, was candy corn.
How dare you?
That motherfucker, what?
I hear voices. I wonder who they could be.
Is someone listening candy corn out here?
That would be me, sir.
Oh, you did not.
Can't believe you don't like candy corn.
I don't like candy corn, partner.
No, man. Nope. Stay down. Shut up. Let's explain it.
Okay, you know what? Fine. You want to explain why you like candy corn and defend it to high hell? By all means.
All right then. And first of all, it is one of the few candies not made with actual sugar.
Indeed.
It is made with honey.
Yep.
Which has its own natural sweetness, which creates its own unique texture and flavor.
And why it melts sweetly in your mouth when you chew it.
Also explains why it mixes so well with cocoa with the chocolate candy corn versions as well.
Exactly.
Okay, I did not know it was made with honey.
Yep.
That's a new fact I didn't know until today. So, and then it has its own natural sweetener, I would assume, from the honey.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now,
so there is no additives to it. It is strictly sweet due to the honey it is made from.
I've never had candy corn melt in my mouth. I've always had it just kind of like sit there for a while and then slowly like dissolve, never like melt. So, I guess you guys are just eating some pure, untapped, fresh candy corn.
Yes, the naturally good Bratch's candy corn is the only one that actually makes it like accurate instead of does any weird shit to it.
Oh, so there's specific brands of candy corn that are better than the other.
There are, yes.
Yes,
it's either the Bratch. Yes.
So it's either Bratch or what?
It's either Bratch or nothing.
Okay. I didn't know there were other brands of candy corn.
Yep.
I didn't know there was a candy corn tier list of candy corns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it melts in your mouth and it's made with honey. What else?
It's the most nostalgic thing you could ever eat for candy.
It has existed far longer than any other candy out there besides black licorice.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is an old candy that has existed for a long time, especially being one of the few, again, made from honey.
Yep.
So there is the most nostalgia around it, especially because I would get all of the candy corn from my brother in exchange for his chocolate bars, which helped me develop my taste for candy corn.
Damn. So it's an old candy.
It is an old candy. It has a long history.
I knew it was old, but I didn't think it was that old.
No, it's quite old. I can't remember like the specific year, but I think it's like 1800s, I believe. That's how old it is.
Damn, that is old. I don't even know if a version of me in different timelines would even existed back then to enjoy candy corn. So, Okay. Okay, so it's old as fuck and it melts in your mouth. And obviously there's different brands of it. Teach me the ways of the candy corn. What else could there possibly be that's so special about the damn thing?
It's the most recognizable candy during the holiday of Halloween.
I beg to differ. There's so many other candies and chocolates that I recognize.
Well, what's the
more.
number one you always see? Candy corn.
I was going to say
You
Reese's.
always see candy corn in stores, especially during Halloween. Reese's all year round. Any candy bar all year round. Candy corn specific to the month of October and Halloween. Oh, by the way, I did look this up. It is actually candy corn has been around since the 1880s.
1880s. I was close.
Damn.
It was 1800s.
I can't even say I feel old since that would have been in a timeline where I didn't even exist. Or did I? I don't know.
Or maybe our ancestors did. You may never know.
Yeah, that's true.
It has been around since our grandfathers' grandfathers were swimming in their grandfathers' nutsacks. That's how long it's existed.
And saying poppycock the entire time.
My father's father's sperm was a fan of candy corn. I'll have you know. His nuts were definitely more nuts than candy corn than they were nuts about nuts.
There you go.
Lord. Okay, so you're all both of you are clearly nuts about candy corn. What else makes the damn thing so special? Because it's just so basic and bland and just simple.
This is why you buy the autumn mix from Branches.
An autumn mix.
The autumn mix is the original candy corn, which by itself is great. The chocolate candy corn, which those two together is fantastic. And it comes with also the candy pumpkins.
Yes, I was going to say, I used to eat those all the time with the chocolate ones. All the time.
Which even my partner, who doesn't like candy corn, she'll eat the pumpkins. Because it's whipped honey in those. Almost a marshmallow texture, thanks to that. So the mixture of the three in your mouth is like a texture mixture of perfection.
Okay, well, all right, but Shadow literally just mentioned that there's a chocolate mix of candy corn. I didn't know there were different flavors of candy corn.
Yeah.
Okay, name some of them. This is all new to me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I think there's caramel, if I remember. There's caramel, there's chocolate.
There's caramel, there's chocolate, chocolate is the second most common one. It's the brown top candy corn.
Yep.
Come out. Some other flavors have come out as well. Some of them are gimmicks, so I don't recommend those right away. I mean, there's even a Thanksgiving dinner mix of candy corns.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but that I would kind of try if it wasn't for the whole health issues. But I would try that.
Exactly. So it's so the mixtures they do and the things that they do with it. Yes, original candy corn. It's by the standards of sugary candy can be a little bland, but its possibilities are endless.
Yep.
With a simple shape.
Exactly.
Well, I hear that there's actually a movement going on involving candy corn. What do you want to say to the people who are anti-candy corn out there, though, in the multiverse?
You guys are just as bad as the anti-chocolate mint people.
Ooh, because I love mint chocolate.
Yeah, there is a group that's very anti towards that too, and they suck.
How? Just how? How?
It's one of the few things I do miss with eating sweets is mint chocolate and cookie dough.
Oh yeah.
But, well, I learned a decent amount about candy corn, I guess. So, thank you for yelling at me and educating me about candy corn.
Yarp.
You are very welcome. And I'll do it again.
I bet you will. I bet you will. Now the question is, what do you folks think in chat? Are you team candy corn or no? Let us know down below. So, that's the end of this sketch. We will see you guys later. And finally, they say going nuts is a form of complete loss of mental cognitive function. But not once has anyone thought about the store's name Nuts and how your simple euphemism has now caused irreparable damage to the store's business-wise. Hey, Skyler,